Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. You are watching With All Due Respect with Shontyce and Vee, where we are addressing issues most related to millennials and correcting that mindset through scripture, truth, and transparency.
Yes.
And if you missed last episode, you need to go back and watch. What was your favorite part of last week's episode?
My wait, what did I call it again?
Bowl of nonsense.
Yes, yes, the bowl of nonsense. Yes, that was my favorite part. To just talk about. And do you know that the zodiac conversations have heightened?
Wow.
Since then? I'm like, yo, I'm sending y'all the link. Y'all not watching? You're not listening? What? So I think we're gonna have some more times where the bowl of nonsense.
Yeah.
Yes, that the bowl of nonsense comes out because y'all ain't paying enough attention. I don't know what's happening.
No.
I have no idea.
Yes, we spoke about the zodiac signs. We broke those myths, and we aired our brand new segment. Don't claim that. That was my favorite part because to see the comments and how everyone was resonating with the topic, it made me feel like, yes, you're doing exactly what God told you.
And you did that thing.
Thank you.
You did that thing. I was loving that.
So if you missed it, you don't know what we're talking about, you need to go back and watch. Because, of course, last episode was dope, of course, because
it was us.
God is just doing what he does,
right.
you know?
It was. I mean, come on.
And tonight's episode is going to be just as good. I ain't even going to say even better. It's going to be just as good as last episode. But real quick, before we go any further, we always got to address what's in these glasses so that there's no misunderstanding of what we sipping on. Right. So what's in your glass, Shontyce?
You know, Pastor Steph keeps telling us to let God reinvent us. And I learned how to make some soup a couple of weeks ago. I kept waiting for one of my sisters to come back and make it because the last time she made it, it was during the summertime. Well, girl, we was in here sweating and eating soup. That soup was hitting. But I was like, you know what? Let me just try and see. Then Teresa, you know, she tried to step it up and try to make soup. Like, she ain't gonna make no soup. I don't know how to make soup now. We're not doing this. So I put soup in my handy dandy With All Due Respect mug.
Yes.
And I love it because you can just sip on it. You don't need no spoon if you don't want. You know, Pastor Steph was teasing me because she's like, I don't know what you made. It tastes good, but it's not soup because soup is mainly broth. You didn't put everything in the soup. And I'm like, well, look who's talking. I learned from you. Okay?
I like a hearty soup.
I do too. I don't want only broth.
Right.
Even when I'm sick, it's like, come on, let's get this together.
Well, I have some salt water in my mug. Now, let me tell you.
What's going on with you?
I'm going to tell you. I was looking up, you know, I started going back to the gym.
Okay.
So I was looking some stuff up, you know, trying to get more knowledge about what I'm doing and stuff like that. And I read that adding just a little bit of salt in your water can help with soreness.
Really?
Yes.
With cold water?
Yes, with cold water.
Wow.
With cold water, just put a little pinch of salt. It's not enough to taste it. Wow. And it should help with your soreness. I drank a bottle with salt water. Mm-hmm. All my soreness is gone. So I was walking around with like a duck out here because my legs were sore from working out, and I was like, let me just try it. The worst thing is I have a bad bottle of water. It tastes bad, but it's gone.
Wow.
So get y'all some salt water, just a little pinch of salt in your water, and it helps with soreness. They say that it helps your muscles and your tendons be able to absorb the water more than if you're just drinking it regularly. So you learn something new every day.
I'm ready to put some salt in the soup. Maybe that'll help.
So we're going to take a quick break and get a message from our main sponsor, of course. We'll be right back.
broadening the horizons of some artists. So if you are an artist, if you draw, you doodle, you paint, we here at It's Personalized can convert that into embroidery.
I need that cameraman to check out the view because I'm taller. Oh
wait, I was like, wait a minute. I done took some time to get this bun now. Hold on. Okay, thank you. This bun took some work now. Okay, we good. Okay, thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so see, this is what happens when you go down with the culture, okay? Because see, the black culture, they don't know how to check their stuff right. But as Vee stated, God has implemented some new segments, and one of them is Down with the Culture. And I'm loving it because, again, when you hear Down with the Culture, you thinking, oh, I'm down, yes, I'm hip, I'm with it. No. Right, God is like, no, don't go down. Don't go sinking with the culture. So, of course, let me just refresh our memory on what culture is. It's the collection of shared beliefs, values, and behaviors that define a group of people. The way people live, the language people speak, the institutions that govern us. Culture is dynamic, it's always changing, it's always adapting to new circumstances and new opportunities. So, with today being Valentine's Day, right? If you didn't look at last year's episode, which was our second episode ever for With All Due Respect, we gave the pagan truth to Valentine's Day. Yeah. So make sure you go back on this very channel and you go watch that.
Yeah.
So Vee and I was talking, okay, so what now we gonna talk about with Valentine's? Because we did some intense research and gave some real good information when it comes to why we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Well, I was minding my business, surfing social media, and what do I come across? The Real Side Chicks of Atlanta. The Real Side Chicks of LA.
This is an actual show?
This is an actual reality show.
What?
The Real Side Chicks of Atlanta was a reality show that started back in 2017, I believe. The Real Side Chicks of LA, you can go watch that on Tubi, girl. Because I mean, I had to watch. And if you keep up with our episodes, I spoke before about how I was well into loving hip hop, all the cities, growing up hip hop, except I wasn't into loving hip hop Miami. I couldn't do the Miami one, I'm sorry. I was into growing up hip hop, and God, once the pandemic hit, God stripped me away from reality shows. He was like, no, that's it. No, nothing. But I had to watch this because it was just like, so the synopsis that's given, if you Google Real Side Chicks of LA, the synopsis that's given for the overall concept of the show is side chicks who choose to live out loud and who refuse to be hush-hush about their situationships.
Wow.
Right? So why is Shontyce talking about real side chicks on Valentine's Day? Because if you're a man who has a side chick, you gotta show up somehow for her on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You have to, especially if she wants to act like one of those high maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
High maintenance, right? So if you have not watched it, you have to. I didn't watch the whole episode. I couldn't get through the whole episode. But you gotta at least watch for like half of the first one. But I came up with some I came across, not I came up with, I can't take credit for it. You are probably the side chick if your man does these 5 things on Valentine's Day. You ready for this? Hold on. Because this was epic. Okay, so he only texts but never calls. Okay. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day in order for that to happen.
Right, any day.
It can be any day. But if you get that Happy Valentine's Day text and you don't even get the call, 9 times out of 10, you the side chick, right? He's MIA, meaning missing in action if we got some Gen Ys and baby boomers watching. He's missing in action all day, but shows up late with no real plans. He don't even have a movie to suggest for Netflix and chill.
Shows up late with no plan.
And no food. Now, you know that ain't working for me, Vee, right? You probably the side chick, I'm sorry, if you don't get a proper gift, if you get anything at all. Okay? You're probably the side chick if he insists on keeping things low key for that day. So if there is a plan, it's hush hush plan. You're probably the side chick if he wants to keep things private on social media. So he may have a plan. He may show up with some flowers and some chocolates, balloons, teddy bears, rose petals, whatever. But you can't post nothing. No. The band.
Or you don't put him in the post. You could show what we got going on. Don't put my face.
He can take the pictures. But ain't no selfie picture. Like Vee said, you can't take a picture of him. Now, Vee, have you ever been a side chick?
Not to my knowledge.
Have any of these things happened to you? Because that would indicate that you were the side chick. Wait, let me go over it real quick. One more again. He only texts, never calls. He's MIA all day, but shows up late with no plans. You don't get a proper gift if you get any at all. He insists on keeping things low key, especially on social media.
Nah, not based off of those.
Not based off of those.
But I never really celebrated Valentine's Day.
I know. I remember you saying that last year. Well, quick transparency moment. I was a side chick. I coerced myself into being a side chick. Wow. I remember sitting on my bed and saying, you know what? These bleeps ain't about nothing anyway. So I might as well go ahead and be a side chick because then at least I know what I'm up against. Right. At least I know what I'm facing. It didn't work. It worked a little bit, but it ended up not working towards the end. But I mean, I remember getting the gifts. I remember getting the trips as a side chick. And the main chick got the stuff the next day. And I was like, well, how does this work?
So you got it on Valentine's Day?
I got it on Valentine's Day.
Wow.
I got the plans. And please believe I'm not tooting my own horn because, again, I said to myself, I'm just going to be content with being a side chick because at least I know what to expect. I'm not expecting what the main chick should be getting. You know what I'm saying? But I got all that and she got it the next day. So there are some exceptions sometimes. It's all about how, as twisted as it is, it's all about how he feels about you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it is. So make sure you pay attention to those tips. Don't be fooled. If you a side chick, first of all, get out of that position altogether. You don't want that title. Don't follow these side chick of LA girls and other because they all misconstrued. Focus on just being by yourself. Because you don't need all that extra. It's extra at the end of the day, you know. And sometimes being a side chick takes more work than being the main chick.
It does. You know, especially if you know if you're in Shontyce's case where you're like, you know what, I know what I am and I'm just gonna play my role. It takes too much effort.
And there's times you gotta sit and remind yourself.
Yes.
Stay in your lane. Stay in. Yeah, no.
All right, real quick, let's see if we got some comments.
Yes, let's see what they talking about.
We got Cherry. Oh, Kiwi is on. Celtic Salt is great. Pastor Steph says, hey, looking great, ladies. Soup is tasting good, Shontyce. So you got a comment on your soup. Gotta try that saltwater remedy, Viv. Yes, try it out. Let me know if I'm crazy. If the soreness just went away on its own or if it actually worked, let me know.
Let me sit on the side of the bed and say, this salt gonna work,
right? Also, when I used to go hard in the gym, I would soak in a hot bath and rub alcohol. Helped a lot. Yes, I've heard of that, but I needed something quicker. But yeah, old people used to always say alcohol on soreness. I got that from my grandmother. Yes. Hey, Bealish. Hey, Kiwi. And Natasha. Do they show the man who has the side chick on the show?
I ain't get that far. I told you I couldn't get past like minute 22 on the first episode. But yeah, I don't know. You have at least go watch the first. Yeah, like at least the first episode, because the stuff. And most of these women went to college.
Wow.
Like these are college educated women. They're like these ain't no bones. Yes, y'all gotta watch.
It's a mess. It sounds a mess. But now we have our segment. Don't claim that. And in honor of our show today, we're calling it Faux-lentines. Faux-lentines. Faux meaning fake. Mm-hmm. Faux-lentines Day. So our don't claim that is don't claim that love.
Oh,
don't
claim that
love. All right. So people be claiming people that really don't give zero cares. And if you are millennial, you know what I'm substituting cares for. They give zero cares, or they have zero cares to give when it comes to you, and that has to stop. So why is it a problem that you're claiming this love? Loving someone who won't claim you back will not force them to value you. So on this day called Valentine's Day, how many women out there is out there claiming people that don't give two about them? And you're thinking that if you continue on forcing this, if you stick in it long enough, that he's going to eventually see your worth and see your value. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter how much you do, how much you give, or how much you take from them. If they don't want you, they don't want you.
Amen.
Pouring into an empty cup, giving everything to someone who gives nothing in return. This is only going to drain you. And I was just talking to one of the kids, like, it wasn't about this, of course.
I was about to say,
but it was just about pouring everything into somebody, and then when the next person comes, you're just so frustrated, you're drained, that you take it out on people who don't deserve that don't deserve that attitude, because you're giving it all to this person who doesn't care about you. Now your child or your mother or your family, they're not getting the best of you because you're so busy giving it to somebody who don't deserve it and who don't want it.
Wow.
So stop pouring into an empty cup. Confusing effort with love. Just because you're trying doesn't mean the relationship is meant to work. If you are trying but the other person is not, it's not going to work. It don't matter how many dates you plan. It doesn't matter how much presents you're throwing at them on this day. It's not going to work. And they can pretend to be putting in effort. Yeah, they're making plans for a date, but they're not really putting in any effort to make that date really quality. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. If you're trying but they aren't, the relationship is doomed. Losing yourself in the process, becoming drained, insecure, or stuck in toxic cycles and behaviors. And I don't know what it is about this generation where it somehow became the thing to do to point out your red flags and your toxic traits as if you're bragging about it.
Wait, they point out their own?
Yes.
Yeah, that is a thing now.
Yes, I don't understand it. If somebody is treating you bad and pulling you out of your character, so to say, or causing you to be toxic in order to hold on to a love that don't want to be held on to, let it go. Toxic behavior is not cute. Toxic behavior is not going to hold on to them. You can fight 1,000 women. You can fight 1,000 men. It doesn't matter if they don't want to be kept, they ain't gonna stay. People love to claim their toxic behavior and it's not cute. Making excuses for the mistreatment. That goes back to what you said. Now, if I'm the main chick, or if I believe in my mind that I'm your only, and on Valentine's Day, I get an excuse as to why you're not gifting me or taking me out, and I'm going to make an excuse in my mind, or I'm going to believe the BS that you're putting out there. Child.
Just accept the fact that you're the main side chick. That's what I would.
Yes. Like, stop making excuses for the mistreatment. He don't care. He's mistreating you because he don't care. Or she, because we're in that time now too. She don't care. Now, how to fix it? Stop chasing unreciprocated love. Love should not be forced. Child, let it go.
You was talking to God about me. Did you go to the Lord and say?
He was talking to me about you, apparently.
Like, what's happening here?
Recognize when love isn't mutual. If they wanted to, they would. And I always go back when former President Barack Obama was president, and they used to show him and Michelle out on dates. Now, if the President of the United States can make time for date night, that man can surely do what he wants to do if he wanted to do it. So stop. Set boundaries and standards. Love should uplift and not drain you. If you're setting a boundary and he can't respect that, he don't respect you.
Wait, say it again.
If you're setting a boundary and he don't respect that, he doesn't respect you.
Ours. Because that's so hard for us women to acknowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, we set the boundaries and we think it's cute when they break it. Because like, oh, but he really want me though. I said, listen, I'm celibate. Oh, I said no sex on the first date. But he just keep pushing. He want me that bad. And it's like, no.
I said, we can't be alone in a room. We can't be alone in a house together. Let's go out. You know, you can't stay at my house. You can't even come to my house.
Right.
He said he's trying to get you to let him in because he ain't respecting that boundary because he wants something else. Stop. Set those boundaries and don't let anybody cross those boundaries. Love yourself first. If you have to beg for love, it's not love. Shift your mindset. Instead of I love hard or I love strong or whatever people are saying these days, shift that. Some people do.
They do?
They do.
Say that?
Now
it's like, so
I know a certain culture that I've heard say that a lot, or a certain race of people that I've heard say that a lot, but I ain't gonna call nobody out. But
is it our race?
No.
Really?
No. But before we go, and of course, pray. Pray for discernment and love. Pray for letting go of someone who isn't doing you right. Pray for healing as you go through the breakup. Pray for strength, courage, and patience as you allow God to work on you. Pray for patience and preparation for who He is sending your way.
Where were these tips back in 2017?
We should have started the show back then.
Where were these tips back then?
Listen, we got them now. So now that you know better, do better. Stop claiming that love.
I love it.
Stop accepting bare minimum. I don't care in the name of Valentine's Day. Stop claiming love that ain't really claiming you.
Wait, we got some comments.
Yes.
Here. Okay, so we have. Why is being a side chick still a thing? It's a career now, y'all.
It is.
They got a whole reality show on it. It's a career. We have Billish who says people have low self-esteem. Absolutely. We have Pastor Steph who says, yeah, I've experienced this in my former life. We have Natasha saying, not enough real black love. Yeah, because we be getting it. And then they get divorced. And it's like, well, what happened in the beginning? We don't know. Okay, then we have, I've been a side chick during my 18 years of marriage.
Oh my goodness. And we have love should be a mutual respect between the two of you where there shouldn't be forced to get something out of the relationship. Yes.
Oh, wait. Someone said, I got the I'm coming to you as a woman call once.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Okay, so wait.
And that call is really like, let me let you know so you could leave him so I could keep him. That's what I feel like that call is.
Because that was me. I made that call before.
Oh.
I made that call before. I'm not the one to put this comment in, but this just helped with this next transparency moment. I put that call stolen before, but I was being like real, just vengeful. Like I'm out. I'm ready. I want blood, and I left a voicemail. I didn't even speak to her. I left a voicemail, and he was like, "Did you leave a voicemail on the house?" And I was like,
"On the house phone."
On the house phone. I went in on the house. I'm gonna make sure everybody.
He got to it first, so she didn't even hear it.
She heard it.
Oh, she did hear it.
She heard it, and I guess she told him, and he came and told me. And I didn't say too much, but what I said was enough to draw the suspicion. And right. See, this is what happens before you let the Lord in, and you let Him do it. You just get all stupid because that was just dumb.
So we gonna let that marinate. We're gonna let that marinate as we take this next quick break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Oh, mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
All right.
It's Pastor Steph. It's your girl Shontyce. It's your girl Vee, and you're watching I See What You're Doing with Pastor Steph. And we are here at the 7th Annual Sitter Awards.
My bad. How you talking to? Okay. We're watching what you do.
No!
What am I saying?
I'm Brother Al, and you're watching I See What You're Doing.
I got you.
It's your boy Itchy Pons. I see what you're doing, and you're watching Steph with Can y'all just edit it, cut it? Yeah, y'all gonna do the bloopers for real.
And I'm so excited for our next segment because it's going to tie into today's title, which is the Faux-lentines Day. And that is where we're going to talk about some things that people pretend to do on Valentine's Day. And when I was looking up some stuff to talk about, I was like, oh, I didn't even think of that one. Oh, people really do that.
So this is we really gonna have to, Teresa, you're gonna have to really make sure we timed, because I had a couple that I was like, I can't wait to mention this.
So go first.
Okay. I was a server for 12 years. I started in Applebee's, then I started working at Cheesecake Factory. While at Cheesecake Factory, I worked the US Open every year. Then I left there, I went to Joe's Crab Shack and then Buffalo Wild Wings. The worst holiday to work is Valentine's Day.
Why?
All the fronters go out on Valentine's Day. First of all, why are we millennials sitting at Buffalo Wild Wings on Valentine's Day? This is like a fast food spot. What are we doing? And it be packed in there. And you would think it would be packed with the teenagers. You get what I'm saying? It's okay, you're a teenager. Your mother gave you, your father gave you money for you and your boys or you and your girls or for y'all to go on your little date. No. It be grown people on a date. Not just, it just happens to be Valentine's. Listen, I just want some wings. You know what I'm saying? No.
Dressed up and all.
Dressed up with the rose. And I'm sitting like, what? You here for this? Okay, right? So now we're at Cheesecake Factory. If you've never eaten there, Cheesecake Factory is like in between a Fridays and a fine dining restaurant. The bill can easily be, especially if you drink alcohol, for two people, the bill can easily be $90+. You're gonna let her order the appetizer because you're fronting. When you ask when you ask me if the lemonade come with ice, I already know I ain't getting no tip. I already know. So you let her get a drink, but you don't get no drink.
Wow.
Right? This is how I go. Now it's time for dessert. You're at the Cheesecake Factory. You have to order a cheesecake. Now, again, if you have ever been there, the It's like a bite. See how thick this vase is? That's how thick their menu. And then they had a nerve to add what do they call it? A skinny something menu. So it's like another additional separate menu for if you're on a diet. Ridiculous. So now you got a quadrillion different cheesecakes to choose from. Now, I'm mad because now your cheesecake is cutting into my tip. You can't afford that cheesecake because you gotta tip me. Okay? But, all right, okay, no problem, whatever. So now, naturally, it's time to drop the check. You put the check in the check presenter, you put it on the table, but he slides it on over the hub. So now when we go back to pick up the check, she's the one handing you the black check presenter. And it's like, wait, I'm lost in life right now. But then he gonna tell her how to pay, when to pay, all that. But I thought one Valentine's Day, it was so bad in there. We tried to go and request off for the following year that night before we were like, yo, before we leave the building, we're requesting off next year. One of the service came was like, yo, let's go in the back and request off next year. We was like, yo, we wish you before we clock out, we are requesting off. It's like, why are you going out if you can't afford it?
Right, you could have done something at home.
But
you can't even pretend enough to slide it on the load and let her, put her card in there, and then you pretend like you paid. You made it so obvious that you're broke that you openly gave her the check and let her give it to the...
And let me tell you, it's always the broke people that are the mouthpiece at the tables. So again, he's the one ordering. He's the one saying how it's going to be done, this, that, and the third, but you're not paying anything. Wow. But she's looking so good sitting at this table, and you look like you get ready to go and order a number 9 at McDonald's.
Wow.
But this is Valentine's Day. So I wonder if she bought herself that rose. If she bought herself that teddy bear. And again,
he probably bought it, and that was the last of his money, so he couldn't afford to.
Like, listen, you got this teddy bear.
Right. You got the flowers and the teddy bear. Now, if you want to go out, you going to have to pay.
You got dinner. And again, going to cheesecake, it's like you stepping out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we going to Cheesecake Factory. And we be in there like, I'm telling you, need to see, like, back then, we were too mad to like think of taking pictures or videos, because again, all we see is like the money we're not making. It's just like, oh no, you gotta get up from a table. But yeah, it's like, stop fronting. Listen, a pack of chicken breasts on a good day is about $6-7. Buy you some lemon juice and some vinegar, clean that chicken. Buy yourself a little bag of rice. They got canned vegetables, sometimes 3 for $5, sometimes 4 for $6. Cook a meal, and it could be just you and her in the house.
Right.
Chilling.
Right.
They got the sodas, all different flavors of ginger ale, sometimes 2 for $4. Get that. Put it in a wine glass, whatever you got to do to make it look fancy.
Rose petals and
rose petals are $2 at Dollar Tree. Go get that. You can look cute. She can take a pictures. Go to the hardware store, buy you a red bowl, put it in. You have the red. Excuse me. Can we get a red light real quick? Real quick, can we get a red light? Bam! Look at that! Change the whole ambiance already. Yes. See how sexy that look? And you ain't gotta tip nobody. So get it together. Stop fronting at these restaurants.
Yes, we got public love, private disrespect. Posting you online like a trophy, but treating you badly in real life. And I actually experienced this where she and he were like literally fist fighting seconds before, and then on social media they all in love.
Don't that kill you when you know the E208 Hollywood story?
Yes.
Behind the Instagram.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes. He treats you like garbage behind the scenes, but on social media, especially on Valentine's Day. You're the best thing in the world. They got the long, drawn-out paragraphs. Shout out to my day one. You've been there with me from the beginning. You always held me down. This whole long thing. But in all reality, he don't care about you. Treat you like trash. But on social media, he's gonna put on he or she. Because again, we're in that day and age when it ain't just the men. He or she treats you like trash behind closed doors. But on this day, they're gonna make sure to put on the front like y'all all in love. Probably even propose to you. We always get them Valentine's Day proposals, but don't really give no about you. Please stop. I can't stand a person that likes to pretend. I get it. Keep your private stuff behind you, but in real reality, you don't let people see. But it's just an extent. It's just a line we gotta draw in the sand where it's just like, all right, enough is enough. You be in the background, but you pretending like you love me for social media. Like, please stop. Please stop.
Why?
You gotta stop. And let us know in the comments.
We have some
Faux-lentines Day story.
Wait, I got that call also. Didn't even know there was a person who would call me. That's when you got. You got
Pastor KL watching.
Pastor KL. Wait, he's talking about don't underestimate number 9. Here we have another comment. Why wait for the one day to create loving experiences when loving experiences are created over a lifetime?
Right.
That's because we've been claiming the wrong love. Like we said, can't create nothing when ain't nothing to create. When it's just a bunch of horse washer. We need some words since we can't curse.
No, right? For real.
What was horse washer?
That's that 50-50 relationship. I don't know what that means, but don't underestimate the number 9. Shout out to Dollar Tree.
Yo, them rose petals at Dollar Tree be doing it.
For real.
These men barely have a bed to sleep on. These men barely have a bed to sleep on. If you can't afford to date, don't date.
Seriously.
And that's what get men in trouble. Men, you got women sitting here. Vee, please tell me if you agree. If you say, I ain't got it, but we can do, I can guarantee you she be willing to rock with you. It's when you're fronting. That part, I'm that part in myself. You know me saying when somebody else talks.
Or it's when I ain't got it, period. Now we got a problem.
Or I ain't got it. You got that though? Like,
now we got a problem.
Again.
Now we got a
Make
problem.
a picnic on the living room floor.
Yes.
Something, bruh. Show her that you're willing to be innovative, creative. Something. It's not always about money, because I know more. First of all, who's DC? Don't be coming for me. Don't be coming for me, okay? The Lord is making sure my vocabulary stays godly, okay? But come on, we have to get this together, men and women. Mm-hmm. You have, you know what I'm saying? You have to respect his plight. If he's honest and real enough with you to let you know he's broke, that's not something easy you want to tell somebody, especially as a man. And he's interested in you. You know what I'm saying? So accept that. Appreciate the honesty, but like Vee said, pay attention to where that period is. Okay, so that's the end of the sentence. You broke, so there's no ideas, because God gonna give you some ideas.
Right.
Okay. No, we got to get this together.
Let's take a quick break, and we're gonna come back with part 2 of the Faux-lentines Day episode. And make sure you put in the comment what is your stories. But we'll be right back, y'all.
Who is DC?
Just a hot mess. A hot mess.
Oh my
The horse washer. What?
You know what? DC is Pastor Damon. Pastor Damon.
Hey.
Don't be coming for me.
Pastor Steph lesson at the I ain't got it period. Yes, I ain't got it. but we can split a number 9 with cheese.
So who gets the burger and who gets the fries? Because
no, cut it down the middle.
So we're gonna take this home.
Listen, what did you just say? Respect the fact.
But was I told that we were gonna split this before we got to the number 9?
Listen, you said if he came to you and said, I ain't got it, but we could, he just said, we could split this number 9.
But am I finding out about the split while we're at the counter or on the way to the number 9? Did you say we're splitting this? Because that matters.
Based off of your description, he told you right before y'all went to McDonald's.
Okay, then that's different. Because now my stomach is prepared for the split. But we can't be at the register and now you talking about I'm only going to get half the burger.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
no,
don't do that.
no,
don't.
You're not going to get your
Let's
half.
talk about this before we leave.
Right.
House, please.
Right, before you get embarrassed at this
For
register.
real.
No,
For real.
we can't be doing that.
That 50-50 due to when you go on a date where y'all split the date, one pays for a partial of the other. Oh, okay. That's that 50-50 relationship.
Wait, what?
So you paying your half, I pay my half. Or we split the bill in half. That's what he's talking about.
Okay, so we split the bill in half, but I pay for your half, you pay for my half?
No.
Or
He
I just
said
pay for my
50-50 meaning whatever the check
So you go Dutch?
Yeah.
You go Dutch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Then that ain't no date.
He said, I'm going to pray for y'all. You know what? But let's go with another Faux-lentines Day scam. I'm going to go with the, let's see. Let's do the love bomber. We talked about that. I think it was on It's Due Time.
Yes.
We talked about the love bomber. If you don't know what that is, you might have to go find that episode. Maybe Miss Kelly could tell us which episode that was.
She
She
keeps
can
all
take
the
some
notes.
good note. We definitely talked about the love bomber, over the top romance on Valentine's Day, and then disappearance. So they shower you with all this love and all this extravagant stuff, and then they do you dirty, basically. That's the love bomber.
Right.
That's the love bomb.
Right.
So if you ever been love bombed, you feel like, oh, he really cares. He's going all out. Got you the big teddy bear. Got you the roses. Took you to a fancy restaurant. Did all those things. But then he steals your money. But then he disappears. But then he beating you. Or then, he does all this big stuff to make you feel like he really cares about you. And then he does you dirty.
But hasn't that been happening since childhood?
But now they have a name for it.
What's it called?
Love bomber. Have you ever been love bombed?
Yes. Many times. And I allowed it to have me transform into a bully. Because I'm going to bomb you before you bomb me. Because if you think you about to get over on me, or you about to walk away with the last bombing,
the last laugh,
you're mistaken. Because even when you walking away laughing, thinking you did it, when you realize what's going on while you're walking away, you realize I did the last bomb. And that's not godly, so don't follow my past. Okay, do not. That is not godly. Don't pay evil for evil. We cannot do that, okay? That's an actual Bible verse. Do not pay evil for evil, give insult for insult, okay? But this is what happens when you internalize this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It makes you crazy.
Seriously.
It makes you crazy, but I have been love bombed a lot because that really comes from when they just trying to get whatever they want to get out of you. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's a good time, whether it's sex, whether it's clout, whether it's I'm bored, I'm lonely. You know what I had someone tell me once? I had someone say to me that he was trying to get me pregnant, so I wouldn't go nowhere.
Wow. As Pastor Steph would say, that's a plan.
And I'm like, don't you have baby mamas already? So I'm gonna be on a part of the lineup because obviously you getting somebody pregnant is not guaranteeing they stay with you. Because what happened to the other one?
Right. I guess those baby mamas felt as though they got him. So even though they going through the drama, he still got them in some way. But little does he.
Well, he got a bomb because you talking about, they say the best form of birth control is abstinence. That click them real tight after I heard that. No, buddy, we are not playing those reindeer games. What is wrong with people?
Sick.
And that is something that you would typically hear from a woman. I'm a trap you with a bait.
I haven't really heard that from a woman. I've always heard that coming from a man.
Really? That was my first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then to hear it towards me, and I'm like, Dad, God must be a catch, ain't now? How you created me?
I started hearing it from women when reality shows started to become popular. They wanted to trap somebody who had money by having their child.
Yes.
So I started hearing it then.
Yes. Because he made a whole song on it.
Right.
And everything. But that reminds me of what I came across. I came across the scams. I came across Valentine's Day scams. So we know that there are people whose job is to think about how they're going to get you. How they're going to get you. Before they go to bed. And they wake up with the intention on executing this. So you have the fake flower and gift delivery scams. And they say these utilize fake websites offering discounted gifts or flowers. But all they try to do is steal your credentials and your payment information. Then you have the fake dating profiles, which we've heard of those a lot. So people make fake profiles, and once the victim expresses an interest in the fake persona, now they go and they get you for whatever it is. So whether it's your money, and it reminds me of the story that Pastor Steph gave, where then the man go to meet the woman or something to have sex, but then there was other men with her, and they ended up jumping him and all that. See, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I've never heard of this before. Maybe I did, just in another format. The travel scams for couples. So scammers set up. Wait, why am I thinking of
a romantic getaway?
Why? And if Majesty's on here, he's gonna die. Why am I thinking of Chilligan's Island or Martin? when he took Gina based on what was on the back of the cereal box, and they over there fighting with the raccoon and everything on Chilligan's Island. Yes, so we have heard about this before. Don't get caught out there at Chilligan's Island, okay? Then they have the fake jewelry offers. So they say if a deal is too good to be true, it's certainly a scam. Scammers have been known to sell jewelry at bargain prices only to take the money and run or deliver fake products.
Right. That's what I thought you were going.
Then, of course, they have the e-gift card scams, but of course, that's just another form of credit card scams. And it's if we weren't so thirsty, then maybe we could pay attention to what we're about to go purchase and where we're about to put our money down to go on vacation.
So fake. Because now you looking to get this jewelry at a discounted price because you ain't got it, but you want to pretend like you do, and now you got scammed. So, listen. Let's
Don't
stop.
get caught out there.
Let's stop.
Valentine's Day to get you. They out there to get you.
All right, we got trap you to believe that you are being loved for, but leave you with pain and suffering to manipulate your mind. Yes. In my former life, I had girls who wanted me to have their child to be stuck with them. Okay. So that's coming from a man, obviously. So I guess that is a thing.
A sad thing.
Right. I wouldn't want to be stuck with nobody's child. If he don't want to be kept, again, you having a baby by him is not going to make him stay.
But if you think about, I think about having a kid with any of my exes. Right. And I'm like, Lord, you saved me. You saved me. Because, oh my God, you talking about being stuck with you for the rest or until one of us die?
So then I pray that he was a deadbeat and he just go. Because I wouldn't chase you. I wouldn't go for child support. I wouldn't want nothing because I'm disappearing. But now you got one of those people that want to use the child to stay in your life. So now he fighting for custody and all types of stuff. Now you really stuck.
He had to come back and get his Uno card.
I came to pick up my child.
And put it back
down. You got one of those people, and then you're stuck.
Oh my gosh.
Dodged some bullets from my exes. No babies. Woo! Seriously.
God people.
Save us.
This is how we rise as a people. This is so now what does God say about all of this fronting that's going on in the name of Valentine's Day. Again, you have to go back and watch the facts that we gave about the true origin of Valentine's Day last year. But what does God say in regards to all of this?
I got a verse that everybody gonna know. Y'all ready? Proverbs 26:18-19. Just as damaging as a madman shooting a deadly weapon is someone who lies to a friend and says, I was only joking. And this is speaking to someone who is playing with someone's emotions and pretending to care even when they don't. And a lot of times, especially in today's times, you really setting yourself up for a hostile situation. Because a lot of girls ain't just walking away brokenhearted no more.
It's
a lot of girls and a lot of men ain't just walking away brokenhearted no more. People don't play fair no more. You are purposely playing with somebody trying to break their heart. You might walk away with some broken other things.
I would say Chad.
But we also have Colossians 2:8. It says, don't let anyone capture you with empty philosophies and high-sounding nonsense that come from human thinking and from the spiritual powers rather than from Christ, from the spiritual powers of this world rather than Christ. And that's, again, go back and listen, go back and watch our first episode of Valentine's Day. Do not get caught up in this worldly Valentine's Day. Do not let them fool you, telling you it's just a day to show love. It's just this and just that. No. This is a ungodly holiday that is only kept alive because of the spiritual powers of this world. Let it go. It ain't worth it. Because if you're really showing your significant other love the way God would want us to show them love, they will not care if you don't show them this worldly love on Valentine's Day. So don't get caught. Don't get caught. Don't let anyone capture you with empty philosophies and high-sounding nonsense. That is Colossians 2:8. What do you have? What does God say?
What does God say about the real side chicks of LA and going down with the culture? Because that seems to be a part of our culture now, unfortunately.
Yep.
To label yourself and to really have a career as a side piece. 1 Corinthians 15:33, do not be deceived. Bad company corrupts good morals. And you have this group of women who come together in the name of side chick, who could be doing something constructive and uplifting, not only for themselves, but for each other. And who could help to encourage and uplift. So if most of us went to college, then I'm pretty sure I can give you a tip on how you can do this better. You can give me a tip on how I can do this better. But no, I'm gonna just show you how to get this shmoney. Okay, because most of them are strippers. I'm trying to get this shmoney not only from dancing but from these men. And when you keep yourself around the wrong company, there goes your morals. Because it's nothing to now fall in the loop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Your
just
side chick was probably something you never thought of.
Right.
You got around this group of girls
right.
who thought that this was a come up.
Right. Or you were probably doing it, but maybe it wasn't that deep in it. But now, like you said, they look like they prospering. So now I'm gonna give it no. Do not be deceived. Bad company corrupts good morals. Change your surroundings, including the man you're dealing with. He's part of the bad company. If you're dating a married man or a man who already has a girlfriend or something, that's bad company. He will help to corrupt your morals. Case closed.
We got Yvette saying, hey, thank you for watching. Yes. I agree, it's true. Birds of a feather flock together. And I used to fight that so much. As a youngin, I used to fight that so much.
You are your crowd.
Yes. Like, no, I ain't. No. But no, you really are.
Yes.
You really are. And even if you're not, just because you're around them, it makes you look like you are, and then it doesn't even matter at that point.
Exactly.
You look like everybody else. But yes. Yes. This was fun.
I got a shout out.
Fun.
I got a shout out. Shout out to all my exes who didn't give me nothing for Valentine's Day. Because when I was celebrating it, I had one ex-boyfriend who made me look like I was it. I was carrying around the biggest teddy bear in high school. I couldn't even get it up and down the steps. And all the girls were jealous. After that, it all got shot to hell. So listen, you might as well follow the Lord and don't celebrate it because you're breaking more hearts. Fronting, then you think you're going to get something later on that night and it's going to be very dry, if you know what I mean. Okay? The fronting makes it dry. So get it together. Shout out to all of them. And all of them are still alive. So I'm going to make sure I send this link to them so they can see this shout out. And I hope they're just not still fronting because we're millennials and we're the same age. We're 40 this year, God spares, bro. The fronting needs to be over.
Seriously.
Officially. Okay?
Seriously.
No.
All right, real fast. I know a female co-worker who trapped a supervisor in my job place and more because she is going after that money. Okay? She trapped him being his side chick. All right, so I guess she blackmailed him. Okay, true. All right, so my shout out to my exes who ain't fake and ain't get me nothing, who ain't really take Valentine's Day seriously, who made excuses for why they don't celebrate Valentine's Day. It's cool because at the end of the day, you was doing the Lord's work.
And you didn't even know it. You didn't know how you was introducing me to the pagan origin. Amen.
Obviously. But yes, that is tonight's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you follow us on Facebook with All Due Respect, Instagram with All Due Respect TV, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel that is now holding with it's Due Time with Pastor Steph live.
She's been live for the past 2 weeks. So if you've been missing it, you ain't been hitting that notification bell like you should have been. Yes, she's been live and she's been doing it every single weekday morning.
7 to 9, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So if you are not subscribed to the YouTube page, you are really missing a lot. It's every day now. Every day. Yes. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Then we got the Sundays and the Word Prayer Project on Sundays. And you got us with All Due Respect with Shontyce Vee. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. What is it? A Closer
Walk Christian Talk Show. She can never get this page right. A Closer Walk Christian Talk Show YouTube channel.
Make sure you subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. So you don't even have to. That's right, Yvette.
Yes,
that's how you get the notification.
On Wednesdays with your Socially Conscious News, where I bring you stories from this crazy world, and we discuss that. And then we join the Women of Worship on Wednesdays, the Wild Women, and we talk about the topic that Pastor Steph brings to us. And you can also catch me on Thursdays, Therapeutic Thursdays, where we're just giving some godly advice and tips. And Shontyce, you can catch her on.
It used to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but the Lord has blessed us with some more pastors on there, so you can catch me Mondays at about 8:35, 8:40 a.m. with the Switch with Shontyce, where God gives us life-changing switch tips on how to make the switch from the streets to our godly seat. You can catch me on Wednesdays along with Vee and the other ladies for Wow Women of Worship Wednesdays, and you can catch me on Thursdays with the other cuckoo birds that's part of the Due Time crew. But who are phenomenal speakers and know how to let it be known what God needs us to say. And He doesn't only give it for us to tell others, but for us as well on Thursday mornings. So make sure you tune in It is amazing. Today was hilarious. If you did not watch or do some kind of stuff this morning, you have to go back on the same channel and watch the episode from this morning.
They was hot and
yes, it was the men. It's always Freestyle Friday with the men. Her and the men. That's it. No other women, and they were hilarious. So make sure you stay tuned in here. And yes, Yvette, I will text you that that schedule so that you can keep up with that. And because you hit the notification bell, Yvette, you're gonna get the notification every time we go live with one of the ministries. In addition to my 2 cents, which is every Thursday night where we give the movie and TV reviews. And we about to go and say, because before I have to fight V for not watching certain movies, I'm gonna make sure she watch certain movies, okay? Because she be scaring me sometimes. I be wanting to mention certain things, and I gotta look over to my left and make sure she done watched it before it be a hostile situation here. But thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Yes.
We had so much fun tonight.
Catch us.
We were supposed to announce our winner for our contest, but we need some more followers.
Okay.
We need some more followers. We didn't forget. We need some more followers. We have 2 prizes. One, V displayed it last episode. We have our, with all due respect, Black History Month branded tumbler. And we have our signature Black Panther design tee from It's Personalized. So from both of our sponsors, you're getting a gift. Make sure. Listen, because we can't we can't, because we'll disqualify ourselves if we can't enter our own context. Like, I mean, we can't do that. But make sure you go to our Instagram, hit that follow button, so that you can be entered into the contest. Next episode, God spares,
February 28th.
we are going to announce the winner. So make sure you hit that follow button so we can gumble all those names up and pull our name up out of the... This won't be the nonsense bowl then. This will be the winner bowl then. Okay? So make sure you tune in. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button. Catch you on the 28th. God spares.
Bye.
Bye.